Hey,
Hi, teacher.
how are you? It's great to see you.
Yeah. Today, very busy, teacher. Today has been a day full of twists and tours related with the work. Yesterday, I had been delayed with many issues because John employee, he had an accident with a machine.
Oh.
He was distracted in that moment and he passed his hands and 3 fingers was fractured. No, lost, teacher, the fracture. Today he was a surgeon.
Right.
Yes, and
he's going to be okay?
Yes, teacher, because maybe 5 years ago, I saw the same case, and that's John. He lost the fingers because that machine is very fast.
Yeah.
But yesterday he had a distraction. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and in the fabric, you didn't have the phone. It's not possible to listen to music.
Right.
Because you need to focus you need to focus because you sometimes the handlers you fire. Yes. And alcohol, some chemicals. Yeah, some chemicals and all the time they use that's how do you say inflamables? Yes, cosas inflamables. Flammable things.
Substances.
Yes. But was teacher, ayer tuve un susto tenaz, teacher.
You were scared.
Yes,
it was a big scare.
Yes, big scare about that.
Okay, good that it wasn't that serious.
3 days was fractured in the right hands. Yes, and he had the how do you say that incapacidad, teacher? 1 month, half. 1 month, un mes y medio, teacher.
You're going to be out for a month and a half.
Yes, a month and a half. Yeah.
Wow. But
yes, and I need to find other guy that's help me. Yes, because he is the principal boy. Because
mayor.
Yes, because he work. Yes, the main employees. Yes, was I was talking with the doctor and the doctor said, Mercedes, usted la sacó barata. Me dijo así el doctor hoy.
Yeah.
Era para perder los 3 dedos con esa máquina, teacher.
Pucha. You have another opportunity in your life.
No, me, one employee.
Employee. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Uno que hace sin 3 dedos.
Imagínese, teacher, imagínese.
Ya queda inválido de por vida.
Ya.
Sí. De pronto si pierden un dedo todavía puede trabajar, pero sin 3 dedos.
Fueron estos.
Imagínese. Que una pinza.
Sí, terrible, teacher. No.
Pero the employer lost your fingers?
No. Was only fracture?
Sorry, because I arrived late to the session.
He could have lost 3 fingers.
Could have.
Only fractured.
Only fracture.
Incredible.
And today was
a lucky guy.
Surgery
today, yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oosh.
Well,
terrible.
Is bad news good news? Mala noticia, buena noticia.
Yes.
Mala y buena, porque
but at the same time, yes, at the same time, he's a lucky guy.
Yeah.
Because he don't lost the fingers.
He is 25 years old.
Who is young?
Yeah.
He is starting to live.
Yeah.
Okay. let's wish him prompt recovery.
I hope you that employee get better soon.
Yeah, because he needs to recover, then therapy, physical
Yes.
therapy.
Yes, it's a long process.
Yes.
Okay. And so, are we ready? ¿Vamos a esperar gente o empezamos?
Start.
Start, okay. So,
I don't study anything.
good, no problem.
Anything.
No problem. Okay. So,
Okay.
let's see. Let me also record this. I'm gonna record this to the cloud.
No record.
Hold on a second. The cloud, ¿cuál será mejor? The cloud or my computer?
What is the cloud?
Huh?
Cloud.
Cloud, right? Yo creo, porque la idea es cortarlo para dárselo a cada uno de ustedes. Estoy pensando si es mejor cloud. Y ustedes lo buscan, puede ser más fácil.
Yeah.
Se lo buscan,
Okay.
lo cortan y lo pueden,
Yes.
si quieren conservarlo ahí en Flip y si no, está bien.
Okay. It's a good idea.
So,
Merce, long time no see you, my friend.
yes, that's right. Dianita and Mercedes have been a little intermittent, but they're here now.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Dianita.
Let's do this.
Hi, Dianita.
Hi, good evening. How are you? What news?
Oh, I'm doing well. And what about you, Dianita? How was your day?
Fine. A little crazy because I was working pretty much.
You're working a lot.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent.
It's good to have you back. Let's do this. So tonight's vignette is improvised. Okay.
Improvisation.
You have to answer a question.
I am afraid a little, but
Me too.
go ahead.
So let's do it.
Everybody's afraid.
Who wants to begin? Who wants to be the first person?
I
Go.
I wanna be the first person. Yes.
All right. So, Merce or Diana, who wants to ask a question of Eddie? Who? ¿Quién le quiere preguntar? Okay. Remember, you're going to ask from the questions that we posted for this vignette. Go to the classroom and you see the list of questions. Select one and ask Eddie. That's it.
I believe it's the second. The vision about the 10 years about him.
Okay, ask the question. Ask the question. You need to pull it up.
Yeah, I need to see the classroom.
Okay, let me help you. 1 minute. 2 minutes. And almost there. And classroom.
Imagine your ideal job 10 years from now. How do you see your daily routine? Please describe using will for prediction about 10 years about your job.
Exactly.
My ideal job.
Yeah, or maybe your
Okay,
lifestyle.
I see my ideal job. I will travel a lot. I will travel a lot in different parts of the world, and I would like to visit a lot of countries. In my ideal job, I would like maybe have a connecting from internet and in this case, I'm gonna meeting with the partners by computer, wherever I am, through internet. Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I maybe I would like that my job. They give me 3 vacations in the year, 3 vacations that they cut me the all pays for my vacations.
Yeah.
The room, the board expenses, the hotels, and that they will pay me for each country that I visit. They paid me a bonus. They pay me a big bonus for visit the country.
Which country do you prefer to know the first time?
The first time, I would like to visit here in South America, Argentina. It's my dream to visit Argentina and to know about its culture, gastronomy, people, because I always have wanted to visit the Monumental Stadium in Argentina and to know the passion like Argentinians likes the soccer.
When you visit some countries, you visit, you like to visit museum, or you prefer go to the beach. But I don't know, because all the time you live in the next to the beach, and maybe you prefer to know other things.
Yes, it's true, Mercedes, because I live near to the beach, and it's normal for me to walk around the beach. And in this opportunity, I will walk around the museums, around the parks, and maybe stadiums, like I said before, because I am a big fan of the soccer. I like to visit the places, and I would like that the company pay me the good secure insurance medical, good the insure medical. I don't know what else.
That's good. That's good. Excellent. That was over 3 minutes. Very good. Sustained. I like the work of Mercedes, because she saw that Eddie was running out of ideas, and she prodded Eddie along by asking about specific. Pay attention to that.
Thank you.
You can move from your train of thought to a more specific avenue or a more general avenue. You can have those avenues side by side. Think about that, making the switch. When Eddie started being specific about the places, he landed in Argentina, and he started to talk about why he wants to go to Argentina, what places he would like to visit, and he started to become more animated about the topic. Okay, but yeah, we have to remember that the original question is, imagine your ideal job 10 years from now. How would you see your daily routine? Did you feel that Eddie answered that question? How did you see your daily routine?
The question is for me?
Maybe for the rest of the group. What do you think? Eddie answered the question. How do you see your daily routine?
I don't know, teacher. I arrived at the middle of the answer.
Okay.
But I think so, yes.
You think that he talked about it? Edith?
No, not totally.
Okay, so pay attention to that, Eddie. Okay, remember, that's a big strike. That's a big pow pow. Why? Because and especially for tests, they're going to ask you, for example, blah, 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 blah. Give me reasons or examples. And if you forget that, then imagine that you didn't complete the assignment or the task. Is the equivalent of he answered partially, and that is going to take a huge portion of good points. You lose those points.
Maybe he doesn't the opportunity to that routine because I asked him many things and he lost the idea. I don't know.
Maybe, but he started talking about his job.
Maybe, but that helped me a lot.
No.
You helped me a lot, Merce, because when I try to thinking in my answer, you are asking me questions, and while I answered your question, I thinking in my ideas.
Okay.
It was a good strategy for me and for you. Thank you.
You did remember towards the end to return to will. I will, but I heard a lot of would like. Okay, that's fine. I like it, but remember to try to explore more, let's say, predictions and speculation. Okay, with will. And then the would is something that you occasionally can use as an opportunity to become more specific. Okay. I will have a job that lets me stay with my family lets me spend more time around my family. And then you can specify, I would like to work from home, which you said.
Yes.
Okay. And my ideal job will get me to travel a lot, which is something that I would also like to do. I would travel to many countries. I personally would like to travel to Argentina. If I get a chance to go to Argentina, I will, because I would like.
Yeah, it's in the future prediction. Yes.
But yeah, of course, everything is very clear after the exercise. When you look back, your site is perfect, 2020. Yeah, but don't worry, this is the practice. That's why we decided to do this vignette completely improvised, because we need to start working more on improvisation techniques.
Yes, sure. But for that reason, I don't study anything about the questions.
Good, and that's good. But yeah, now that we see, for example, Eddie, our first, he's the sacrificial lamb. Es la ofrenda, la sacrificada. Sí, el sacrificio de hoy fue Eric, que fue el primero que se lanzó, y obviamente entonces ya empezamos todos a calibrar. Bueno, entonces ya sé, me voy a tirar más por good likes y voy a ser más específico.
That used to happen, yes.
It's a brave man.
The first is the lamb, the first lamb. I am a lamb today.
Sacrificial lamb.
Sacrificial lamb today.
Cordero de Dios. Okay. Now, pay attention. Answer your question fully. En eso voy a ser muy enfático. Respondan y respondanla completa. ¿Sí? Con el afán de responderlo. Y ya, si ustedes ven el compañero que le haga la pregunta a la siguiente persona, si ve que se acabó la gasolina, rellenen el tanque haciendo una pregunta específica.
Okay. I wanna ask that methodology, because if I see the person try to thinking, I can interact with them and can ask some question, because
Yeah, don't take the spotlight though. No tomen no se apoderen ahí del momento, sino que más bien pregunta como para desatorar.
Okay.
No diga como que, ay, sí, yo con mi hija también, y no, ojalá pues. No. Pregunte para que lo desatranque y ya, siga. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, everybody.
It's a big help, because the person in that moment can thinking about the question, and I don't know, the really answer that the person wanna give us.
So remember, I'm gonna cut you off at 3 minutes, more or less. Más o menos 3 minutos.
3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So who's next? Good job, Eddie, by the way. Good job. Good
Thank
pronunciation.
you, Fab.
Very assertive. I liked it. lo que te corregí, what I gave you as feedback, the corrections and all this is how we improve. But it was very good. Thank you. And you're
Thank you.
Thank
you, guys. Thank you, Fab.
All right. Now, Eddie, choose the next sacrificial lamb.
The next lamb.
Yeah.
Okay. The next lamb, Mercedes lamb.
Okay.
Mercedes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Woo. Now I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie, ask the question of.
Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for the question here in my cell phone, because you know I'm working from my cell phone in this moment. Yeah. Merce, my friend, my dear friend. I have a question for you. Could you tell us about a personal project you intend to start in the next few months?
Is the próximo, okay. In the coming months, I am going to start a personal project that I have always been passionate about it. It's a collaboration about the foundation that support people with cancer. Firstly, I plan to reach a group of people that help me. That's in that moment, I don't remember that word, brigadas. I will reach out then, offer assistant, medicals, how do you say that? Nurse, many people about that. I found friends that she tell me about that project, and I want to participate about that project. I want to do that, because that's a community help only for people that they have a cancer. That project start in August 21st. Is the first event here in Bucaramanga. But she received many helps about the ONU foreign organization, and it's a big project here in Bucaramanga, and maybe it's my opportunity to help, maybe take care something boys on elder people in that place. And I am excited about that. I don't have a lot of time for that, but it's only the days, and it's my opportunity to help them.
Oh, congratulations, Merce. It's a good labor.
Yeah, it's give your time for them. Maybe in that moment is my time. Sunday is my free time, but it's other time that I can give them maybe, I don't know, I am expected about that. And
you have incomes for that project, and I don't know, you receive incomes about that project, or it's solidarity?
Solidarity. It's solidarity only. Only you give your time, because she said that she received income for the big companies about that, because you know that the cancer, they need to expensive medical, and she said, I don't have problem about the money, only I need people that help me to maybe give for them a sandwich, or maybe I need two people that only listen. But you only need to be dispuesta to give your help.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Now, I have a couple of questions for the rest of the people. Okay. What is Mercedes going to do?
Mercedes is gonna help people in that project.
And when is that project going to be when is that project scheduled to start?
Mercedes said the next year.
No, in a couple months.
Okay. And what is Mercedes herself going to do, or what is going to be her role in this project? Is she going to donate her time, or is she going to get the people to donate their times?
She's gonna donate her time.
Her time, and she's gonna offer by others, by kind of services, by nurse, by make pláticas, by conscientization, by of the cancer, the illness.
And where is this going to take place?
Bucaramanga.
Bucaramanga. And when is she going to dedicate some time to this?
Sundays.
Sundays. Good. So she was being very specific, since you remember. Okay. Obviously, you were paying attention. That's also part of this. But she managed to capture your attention and deliver very specific bits of information. Because remember, this question is very precise. Could you tell us about a project, personal project, you intend to start in the next few months? Please use going to describe it. I only saw that she deviated a little bit from the going to a more generalized way of perceiving this, okay, for a while. So I want you to be conscious of that. How you're going to make a switch, or if you feel that you're making a switch, make sure that you stay focused in your mind, thinking that maybe this diversion is just a parenthesis, and then you return. Okay? Because remember what we saw on Monday about, do you remember? Stop. Scope. Scope is what you talk about and what you don't talk about. In this case, we have 3 minutes, although I think that
more than 3 minutes.
I think that she went over the 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. I think that Mercedes talked for 4 minutes.
Almost 4.
But the idea is, in many interviews, you don't have the that type of time. You don't have the all the time you need to answer. Sometimes people just need to move, and you're going to be asked to, okay, next question. And if you're taking a test, they're going to cut you off. All right. In a test, you normally are giving 45 minutes to argument your response, to give a response, a full response. If they ask for the reasons or examples, you have to accommodate this in the time that you're given, which is around 45 seconds to 1 minute maximum. So pay attention and be focused. If you decide a parenthesis is going to happen, be conscious of that you're changing the topic slightly. You're giving reference to something that is related, but not directly. Then come back, all right? Because remember, you need to deliver all of the information that you're asked for in the time that you're given. So just that area can be a little bit contentious and maybe risky.
Fab. In my case, I have a distraction. I have a distraction because I was talking about the topic, but
Yeah.
Merce asked me something, and I start to speak about the other topic, and I mix two topics, but that is foul for me.
No, it can be accepted, because in that case, it was not a monologue. It was a conversation. So there was a question that you answered. Okay. And that question was not part of the original question. It was something that happened spontaneously, and you addressed it correctly. So I wouldn't categorize that as a fault, really. So it was great. Yeah. But you always have to remember what the general idea that you're following is, and stay focused on scope. Very important. Scope is a big killer when you're taking a test, because you don't have the time or the controls to say, oh, no, rewind. No, just keep going. And time is up. Sorry. We're finished. And you're like, okay. The same with writing. You start writing, you have 20 minutes, and you start, and you're like, in the middle, you lose track, you lose connection to the topic,
lose context.
Like, okay, so you have two choices: continue going around in circles, leave the topic, or start again. But now it's only 10 minutes. It happens a lot. It's a big killer, so be careful. All right, good job, Merce.
Good job, Merce.
How did you feel, Merce?
The first time I feel nervous, because you don't know what question appeared in your mind, and maybe what's hot balls send me the tin, and maybe in that moment many words you can forgot. But it's the only manner that you improvise your speaking, and it's you in that moment you need to be confident with other things that you have in your hands. Sure. And it's only speak, and after that you do the feedback, and okay.
And that's it. And the world continues.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that, and I mean, like, again, stop. S-T-O-P is something that you need to keep in mind. Organization, S-T-O, organization, huge. How do you organize your ideas quickly to deliver the best answer?
Because I imagine, yes, imagine the place, and only I have the idea, and I imagine the place, and I don't know why that's teacher.
Remember that for tests, they give you time to prepare. Okay? For a test, something that you can do is, it takes me to. Okay, so a project that I plan to undertake in the next few months takes me to my passion, giving back to the community, takes me to money. I'm not gonna get money, so people need to do this for free. Takes me to time. This needs to be done on weekends because I'm very busy. Takes me to what I can do. Takes me to where I'm gonna do it. Takes me to, and that gives you ideas. And you start to play with only a couple of those ideas. And in the way that you start to develop, sometimes the other ideas land in the right place. So I would say maybe takes me to, and then choose 1, 2, 3 tops maximum. And the rest is going to happen spontaneously. But organize 3 ideas. I'm going to talk about when, how, and why. That's it. And then the rest starts to fall in and fill in. And if you forget a word, it's not the end of the world. Explain what you mean don't get stuck in like, "Oh, what's the word? What's the word?" No, don't say that. I mean, like, I need to go to, what's the name of that doctor when you're crazy? No, don't do that.
Psychology.
Exactly.
Yes.
The doctor. It's not the
Psychiatra.
pediatrician.
Psychiatra.
Okay, so you go,
Psychiatry.
yes, and I need to go to the doctor that treats you when you are when you're having trouble sleeping, or when you worry too much and maybe it's a chemical disbalance. So I need to visit this doctor. That's it. You know, like, go around.
When you stop, when you forgot the work, you stop and you lost the idea. And,
But I'm gonna teach you a technique.
okay.
Or rather.
Okay.
Let me write it here. Or rather. Eso lo desatranca a uno y es una forma de no enviar la atención al error.
Okay.
¿Sí? Let me see. Where am I?
In that moment, any partner help you with a question or something like that.
Yeah. Let's say you get stuck. I need to go to this doctor, or rather, I need treatment for myself because I feel imbalanced. Boom. Si te ves que te trancaste por acá, inmediatamente utiliza esa tarjeta de salida o de desatranque, or rather. Ahí la puse en el chat de acá. Or rather, y te vas por otro lado.
Okay.
Y porque uno se queda ahí y se pega, y uno se preocupa, se agobia y termina, y como le dijo Eri, termina uno perdiendo la idea.
Sí.
No, or rather, si no le abrió esta puerta, tírese por una ventana.
Okay.
That's it. ¿Sí? And I need, or rather, people need me to contribute. So, métase por otro lado.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, good, excellent, perfect. All right, so, Merce, choose who's next.
The next lamb.
Edith.
Edith.
Edith, the next lamb.
Oh, yeah. Arriba, arriba, ándale, ándale.
Okay, let's do this.
What plans or goals have you set yourself in the next 5 years? Can you explain about that?
But finish the question.
Okay, this can you use the going to future for to explain them?
Yeah, well, in the next 5 years, I'm gonna be finishing my bachelor's degree, and I have set some I don't know, goals for myself. Like, well, one of my aspirations is to establish my own business. Like, I don't know, maybe a kind of stationery store near from school, or maybe a little cafeteria. And I plan to run it, I don't know, for the comfort for my own home and for me. And I'm gonna make my own business and has like a dream of mine, and I am inspired and determined to make it for in the next 5 years. I don't know, maybe.
Are you thinking in save money, Nancy?
Yeah, I have a few money saved, and maybe I asked for a little more money for my husband. It's kind of I need his help for that payment unexpected. And well, I think so. I had the support for my husband for make that dream.
When you explain us about the cafeteria, have you been thinking about special foods or what kind of food you want to show in the cafeteria?
Well, here in my place is so famous or so wanted. The waffles, the pancakes, kind of prepared, kind of
Tacos too?
smoothies, something like
Tacos
that.
too?
I'm gonna, yeah. So I'm gonna serve that kind of stuff, or maybe I'm gonna offer something like cappuccino, something, yeah, something like desserts, kind of that type.
Cakes, no cakes?
Yeah, maybe a kind of cakes, only for slices, because near of me there are many bakeries, but not all the people can buy all the piece complete. So maybe one slice is more accessible for them.
How employees do you think to have?
Only, well, the first time, maybe I'm gonna employ for my for my niece. She's so kind, and I think so. He's a great helper. And more later, my daughter and me. Only I'm gonna open it a business, a familiar business.
Familiar business.
Two question, Eddie. First of all, have you thought about some exotic dishes like chapulines or worms that you mentioned in before in last vignettes? And the second one is what are you going to do with your daughter in the next 5 years? What is your plan for fulfilling
Valerie, little Valerie.
fulfilling the education for Valerie?
Yeah. Well, I don't. I'm not. Sorry. I'm not gonna offer maybe like kind of chapulines or maybe gusanos de maguey. Why not?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Because well, in my place it's totally common that where you can find it or all that kind of botanas, but
Right.
here you can in my town. It's a little town, so you can find a little cafeteria, kind of more aesthetic, more fashion, something like that you can encounter here. So because this is like the idea here, there are more people younger, so kind of maybe a couples like boyfriends or friends, so you can assist at that kind of space. You can take a coffee or tea, or you can accompany it with a dessert, etc. And maybe you can enjoy kind of I don't know, a book, or maybe only use your computer. I kind of that business.
Are you
For
thinking? Are you thinking in elegant cafeteria or modern or what topic?
Yeah, something modern, something more more near to the younger, to the younger people. And the last question for the last question for Juanca. Yeah, for Valerie, in the next year, she gonna.
Wait, there's something with the microphone. Try again.
Oh.
Again.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know in which part I.
What you
The
just
little Valerie
started.
you were gonna
yeah.
tell us about the Valerie.
Yeah, Valerie, in 5 years, he gonna be
13 years approximately. And then she wanna be a younger, maybe I don't know, that wanna be a difficult time because maybe she gonna terminate his studies by the basic studies by secondary, maybe it's the elemental, I don't know. And my husband and I, we are gonna plan it for she. Maybe we are gonna send she to United States for take his next studies.
Okay,
But
that's it. Thank you. Now,
Bravo, congratulations.
pay attention to the 4 components. STOP. If you want to mention anything about STOP that jumped up to you, that you feel like it was something that you noticed, that you want to tell Eddie about, either STO or P, then this is the time.
I think that she had order when she expressed her ideas. She started tell us about.
Was coherent.
And
she was coherent, is what you mean.
Yes, yes. She was coherent, and she started talking about your business, and then
her business.
And her business about your bakery,
her bakery,
about her bakery, and then she was speaking about the little ballet and the other things.
Okay.
The order. She was
organized.
Organized is the word. She was organized.
STOP: scope, tone, organization, and purpose.
Maybe in tone she was calm. She was calm. At the same time was clear in her explanation about her plans. Her plans in herself and their family plans also. So of the tone was calm, and she didn't have the chance to hide, to up her intonation, because she was always quietly in the idea, and while she fixed the ideas, she was calm. So she didn't use the high tone anytime.
Okay. Anyone else?
But the reason was because she was a little bit nervous at the beginning.
But in the first few minutes, he feels scared, but she very fast overcome about other things.
Yes. After that, she was comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a couple of things. Did she talk about one plan, 2 plans, 3 plans, 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals?
The main idea was 2 plans.
3 plans. She need to finish her degrees, her studies.
3 plans, 3 goals.
And the second was she wanted to have your owner business. Yeah. Yes. And
so finishing her studies.
Yeah.
Yes.
What else?
Yeah.
Her business.
Her business
and
owner.
And Valerie's
plan.
Valerie's plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that clear from the beginning or not?
Like I said before, she started a little bit nervous, But after that, she was comfortable.
Just because she started with talking about her studies, and maybe she need to verify that page, and was her business. Yeah.
When we start to ask questions to Nancy, Nancy feels security.
Exactly. You helped her organize the ideas. So
Totally. Thank you.
my suggestion to Edith, maybe in terms of organization, is state your organization at the beginning. That way, it gives you the comfort that, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about. This is my scope. Because otherwise, it's going to sound like you're out of scope, like you're talking about something else that is not related. Okay? I felt like the majority of the majority of the content that you presented was about your dream business. So if that's the way it feels, then it's going to be the wrong answer, because it's not what business are you thinking of or planning to do, or what's the one project that you have in mind that you want to accomplish in the next 5 years. Is what plans or goals, plural. So pay attention to the question. The question is going to give you the purpose. Okay? The purpose can also be to persuade, yeah, to inspire, but the purpose is also what question you're given, and in correspondence to that, the answer you will give it. That's the purpose. You need to answer the question. So if you just talk mostly about your business, then you're not answering the question fully. You can confuse people. Okay? And count on people to be distracted and not to care. Count on people not to care. So to help people care and continue to listen to you and be connected, help them. Tell them like, okay, there are 3 goals. I like the fact that you stated at the beginning, in the next 5 years. Good, that helps you be centered so you don't go beyond, because the question is the next 5 years. If you tell me when I'm old, it's out of scope. Okay? So you tell me in the next 5 years, now you're centered. You are in scope. And then you say, okay, plans or goals, plural. So at least 2, at most 3. Don't go beyond, because then you're going to be cut off and you're not going to be able to finish. My recommendation is, if you only have a little time, 2. If you have a little bit more time, 3. Never 4, 5, 6, forget it. And never overpromise like, oh, many goals. No. This is not el chismorreo de la cuadra. Okay? This is a question that you're being asked. Be executive. Don't be like, oh, many goals. No, this is not the place. Okay? At this place, you go 3. Choose 3 goals. Number 1, I need to finish my degree. Number 2, open the business that I've dreamed for ages, and this is the time now. And 3, see my girl through her first years of secondary education, and then send her off to the States. Okay? Or even more brief, you can talk about, okay, my working on my career, working on my business, and my daughter's education. And then in that order, start 1, 2, 3, and allocate the portions. So you don't go like blah, 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 business. And then at the last minute, when Juan Carlos asks, oh, my daughter. Yes, my daughter. Oh, yes, my daughter. Yeah. And at the beginning, yes, I want to finish my education and my business. So education is not important. Allocate proportionally. 33.3333% of the time talking about one of each one of them. If you run out of ideas, ask yourself why, how, when, where in your mind. I need to finish my bachelor's degree. Why? Because it's always been my dream. And you can even ask the question rhetorically. The question is where. I want to continue because I would be picking up because I finished I truncated when my daughter was born and I didn't continue. So now I'm thinking I want to choose a different place. I've been considering 2 universities. Maybe I'm going to go to this one. Okay. That gives you ideas and then come to the close. And so basically I worry about my education because I'm going to help that way. I'm going to help both my business and my daughter as well. Boom, finish, for example. Then go on now regarding my business, blah, 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 blah. Why, where, how much, who, my husband's going to help me. And then close it because it's my dream. And good that I have a family that can support me and help me out. And finally, my daughter, most important thing. That's why I left her for last. She is what we worked for, and we want to see her go beyond the limits that we have set for ourselves in Mexico, and we want her to travel for her second part of her secondary school, and that's our dream. And that's why I'm thinking of my business and my career, so I have the way to fund her education in the future in a place like the United States. Boom. Okay.
Teacher.
So organization can work if you set it at the beginning. State it. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Work on that. And that also helps with scope. So you don't go over scope in one direction and get lost. When you come back, oh, okay. And my daughter, yes. What else? Tone. It's something that you always do, but you never think about it. So think about, how am I going to sound about my school? A little melancholy and also enthusiastic because it's now the time. About my business, it's all part of my dream and I'm very excited about it. A little bit of frustration because I wanted to do it a couple of years back, but it was not the time. But now is the time, I'm convinced. And for your daughter, absolute happiness, a vision, the future, you know? So think about the tone. And the purpose, what do you plan to do? You plan to inform us and inspire us and maybe make you jealous, maybe make you laugh. My purpose is to make you laugh, something like that. And to answer the question.
Teacher, according you say about the main idea you want to transmit, the other people can do questions or no for this exercise?
Yeah, they can do questions. In fact, they help a lot because they help you organize your ideas.
Because the question can be maybe like the question can be to do pueden conllevar other topic.
They can lead to another topic.
Can leave other topic.
And in an interview or a test, you're not going to have the benefit of having someone ask you the questions. So imagine that you have an internal mechanism in your mind that is the questioner, the one that asks questions like where, why, when. And sometimes you can even voice those questions rhetorically. I want to finish my school. Sometimes I ask myself why. And the reason is definitely my daughter. Because I want her to have a mom who's a professional. That's my dream, because that hopefully will inspire her. That's why. So you can ask that question rhetorically. Sometimes I ask myself why. Or if you ask me why, yeah, or you can simply say, why? I want to finish my school. Why? Because I put it on hold because of my daughter, and she's the reason why I wanted to go to school in the first place. I couldn't because she was little. Now I can, and I want her to be there with me when I graduate. Whatever. You know, like just ask the questions or simply ask yourself mentally an answer. Okay? Be asking questions: when, where, why, how, and allocate the time. If you feel that it's going heavy on the topic of this, switch back to the other topic. On the other hand, etc. That's the way you organize your information. But yeah, people helped by asking questions. Okay. Because otherwise, if Edith just talks about one topic, then I have to say, didn't answer the question. And it is going to be like, why? I said about my business. Yes, but the question is, what plans or goals, plural? Big issue right there, because you can't say the question is wrong. You would say, okay, the answer was wrong. Yeah, because it was plural. So pay attention to those little things. Anybody else who wants to say something?
The next lamb.
The next lamb. Edith, choose.
Maybe
Teacher,
I wanna give you an idea. It can be for the, or how do you say, orden de entrada?
Yeah, I get it.
First come, first serve.
For me,
Dianita Lam.
Dianita, yeah.
Dianita,
Dianita Lam.
Dianita
Okay.
al matadero.
Okay. I diet.
Tonight
I
you
will
die.
diet. I diet.
You die, but you die in glory. Mueres en la gloria.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Dianita.
Edith, question.
How do you see yourself helping your community or society, in the future? And please share your thoughts using will for predictions.
Okay, I'll continue help and take care of the people. For example, in Chocó, in Guajira, in Amazons. I'll trip in the other places. So in other countries. I wanna be have, excuse me, I wanna knows yet, because my profession, how like a nurse, but for continue help the people, how volunteer. I wanna be obtain medicines. I don't know. I will consent. Ay, Dios. For example, I wanna have the car for when going to medicines, clothing, laundries, other volunteers, and I don't know. Not yet.
How you feel when you help other people?
This for me is spectacular. I love it. I always wanna be a nurse and help the people. And the plans is according the calendars, the organization of the group, the team, tripping in the other place. The next, for example, is in Bogotá, in Plaza España, Bogotá, in the center. Going to with my son and my husband. And I like it. I love it. The service the people, take care of the people, help the people. and I wanna continue help for the people. The children's, the adult mayors, old adults, and for example, in Guajira, this is complicated for the recent potable waters. No, the recent. So I wanna help with the everything.
All right, that's it. Couple of things. Good job. I have a couple of things, but somebody that has any ideas thinking about scope, tone, organization, and purpose.
Yes, I am nervous.
Don't worry. It's okay. You did well. You did very well. I'm proud. What comments do you have, guys? Stop. S for scope. T, tone. O, organization. P, purpose.
Maybe a little bit organization.
Ah, good. Why?
They order the ideas.
How many ideas? And in my case, I received many informations, but I don't know what is the principal idea about all the things that Janita do.
Yeah. Interesting. There was something that I noticed specifically. Let me show you the question. This is the question right here. Okay. This is the question right here. Now, there's something here that can be dangerous, risky, because there's ambiguity. Is it in your community or society in general? You have to choose. At some point, I feel like she's aiming for the community, but then she goes away to other countries, to the Amazon. She doesn't live there, so choose. And the how, just the how, we waited, I think by my count, we waited about 1 minute to hear volunteer. Boom, because she says, I want to continue helping, and okay, all right. Volunteer, 1 minute. Can't do that because it's dangerous. Because maybe if you only have 1 minute and you say volunteer at the end, and that's it, you didn't answer. I heard volunteer, I wanted to hear more, but that was the end. All right. And also sometimes people are impatient. They're like, oh. Yeah. So, like hit quick, hit hard. Okay. Boom. Immediately address the issue like this. Choose in your mind. If you're given the choice, you have to choose. Please don't choose both. Not in this case. It's better to concentrate on one. It's easier. If you have 3 choices, pick 2. If you have 2, pick 1. I always go for, let's say, the least. I think it's better. Less is better. Less is more. Okay. So go with your community. If you think that inspires you. If you are a global thinker, society. If not, community. Then define your community. If you choose community, define community. The people where I live, I have seen that kids normally don't have the proper supplies to go to school. That hurts me. I've seen that. Even kids that don't have, whose homes don't have the resources for them to do their work, or even food. That is terrifying to see that kids go to school on an empty stomach. I've seen that hurts me. So how I plan to help is by volunteering. Volunteering how? How are you going to address those issues? Because you already said no food, no supplies. 2, even more, 3, okay, fine. And start to say how you're going to help as a volunteer. And that's the way you organize your ideas after that. Okay. So yeah, I think organization could be an issue here because without organization, we lose the scope or we lose our people because they don't get the scope. It's like, what is he talking about? Okay. Then purpose. What was the purpose, Diana? Was the purpose to make us feel interested about your volunteering?
My purpose is I am Christian and I wanna going to go I will to preach the salvation for the people. This
Okay,
is
so you want to inspire us.
Idea, my principal idea.
You want to inspire us in this case because your purpose in answering this question is related to us. So you want to inspire us, to move us. Awesome. So keep that in mind. And your tone. Yeah, that's something that we need to work on because we normally don't think about the tone. You know, do I want to sound enthusiastic? Yeah, because, okay, and Dianita said it already, I'm nervous. So your tone is a nervous tone.
Yes.
So
yes, I know.
If you're thinking about something, because Edith did you a great favor by asking you this question, because this is exactly what you do, Dianita. This is a great question. This is the dream question when you are taking a test or an interview. They ask you about something that you love, that you do, that you know very well. So, oh, voila. Because if they ask you like, how do you think the government of Joe Biden in the United States, I have no idea. I have to invent because I have no idea. But here you have the benefit of this topic that you love. So try, I know you're nervous, but try to think exciting. This is exciting. Volunteering and transmit that. Oh, because I love it. You're nervous, but you can still love it. Use the nervousness, the fear, the fright to propel you to feel that authentically in front of people. Because I love volunteering. It's in me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't say it many times. I'd never get tired. Doing something like that is maybe nervousness. Estaba tan nervioso que dije, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But that transmits not only nervousness, but also excitement. Good. So yeah, tone, very important. And the scope, like I said, is benefited by your organization. And be very diligent, very diligent. State your organization at the beginning. My community, boom, okay. So we're gonna talk about community, that's the scope. How am I gonna do it? This, and that, boom. Now start discussing each point. About food is tough. Food is tough because people don't have money to give to other people. Everybody is experiencing a very hard economy. So food will need to be resolved by, knocking the door of businesses, presenting the project, for example. That's how. School supplies. I have an idea. I know this place or these people that do this, blah, blah, blah. And I have connections with people in Sweden, in Spain, and they want to help. So that's how. Okay. And this is for life. I think that this is very good, Dianita, because you are a crusader. Tú eres una mujer de cruzada. Tú vas en la cruzada de salvación. You're a crusader, and you're going to be part of conversations, presentations, business proposals, ideas for this to grow. And you as the representative need to have it very clear in your mind. Es esto, así y así. Para esto, lo voy a hacer así y así, like this. It's something that is very easy when it's not your project. I can tell you right now, oh, this, and that, because it's not my project. But if you ask me about my projects, I'm also very confused. I'm sometimes like, I need to land an idea this week. I promised Sunday I was going to do it. I am still undefined. But you have to think about it for when the situation happens to you, Dianita. Like, how do I see myself helping my community? Maybe my community is more serviceable in your case, or if it's society, maybe you work for a big organization. So choose that. Okay. Good, Dianita. Good. I know you were nervous, but this is an experiment, a learning experiment. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, teacher.
Very good job. Dianita, choose the next person. We have people with hair and people with no hair.
Great
Choose.
job, Juanita, and I love it, your labor.
Tenemos gente cabellada y descabellada. Elige tú.
Joan.
Oh my God. I got you in trouble. I got you in trouble, my friend.
Do you have any trips on vacation planned for the incoming years?
Hi guys, how are you?
Wait, hi Johan, how are you? Fine, thank you. And you? And Dianita.
I'm just getting in. Right. So I have to...
Could you tell us about the using the present continuous for future arrangements?
Johan, you were saying something.
Yeah, no, I was saying hi because I just get in the class. I'm driving, but
You want to do it later when you arrive at your destination, or you want to do it now?
No, because it's a long ride. So I'm going to answer the question. Maybe my signal is going to
fade,
disappear, but so
okay, let's give it a try. So where are you driving to? Moñitos?
I can't say it.
Where are you going?
Sorry?
What is this long trip you're taking?
Moñitos.
It's
I'm curious.
Where
are you going? Al Carmen.
Espinal. Tolima.
Al Carmen, va para el Carmen. No, si va para Tolima, que me traiga liberales.
Lechona.
All right.
Achiras.
Tamales.
Achiras.
Better tamales.
Okay, Johan, listen up.
Anita,
can you repeat the question?
Do you have any trips or vacation planned for the coming year? Could you tell us about it using the present continuous for future arrangements?
I understand. Okay.
Yeah. Luis, what?
Okay, hey, right.
I understand that Johan say he can participate because he's driving.
No, I can.
You can? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a long trip, Lucho.
It's a long drive.
But I'm going to lose my signal, so please be quiet. So I'm going to start. Yeah, we have a trip is next month. I know you said in the coming years, but I'm going to start with that. It's we are going to Nuki to see the whales, and after that we are planning to go to US. So maybe next year we are or maybe in Disney World or doing or having or riding the different attractions or on a park, because Paul likes a lot the the attractions in the different parks. Maybe we are having good times there, good photos, and we are going to send you a lot. And that's it. It's not 100% sure, but maybe we are going to make it. That's it. I don't know if you want more details.
When you are going to Nuki, Johan?
Next month.
Next month?
Yeah, August 1st.
What are you planning travel to USA in what date?
Maybe in January, because I want to run half marathon. It's dependent of my health, about my back. I think I can start training again. I'm going to start next week. So if God, depending of God, I can be running half marathon next year too. That's in January.
Okay. I don't know. Finally, what kind of attractions do you like? Paula likes the I don't know, coaster, maybe.
Yeah, she's addicted to roller coaster. She's really addicted. Actually, she's because in Quindío, she wanted to ride the. I think the name was
7 times.
Crater. The crater. It's like 10-20 seconds, but it's really hard. And she was really brave riding that, and I almost pee, literally.
Okay, got it, my friend.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm entering into a tunnel. Maybe
We lost Johan. Teacher, you are
mute, Fab.
How?
I think that the problem was me because exactly. I can hear Johan, then I can hear Fabian.
And I asked that question and I was waiting. And I'm like, oh, everybody's quiet. So I asked the second question. Okay, the question is, do you have any, this meeting is being recorded. So even if Johan cannot continue watching or being part of this meeting right now, he can watch it later. So my question is, what did you notice in terms of STOP?
The question is very specific. Because it's about the personal project. And he was talking about the many ideas. And maybe he need to choose one idea about your project and explain us about that. And maybe in that case, we are more concentrated about that idea, because the roller coaster, the girlfriend, and the many things, yes, and lost the idea,
Good point. Good point. I'm gonna tell you why. Maybe he started leaning more towards the roller coaster story because it's exciting, because it's not so exciting for him, not as much as it is for Pau, but this is a story, so it helps. Now, in terms of scope, this is the choice that you have to make. Am I going to talk about us going to Nuquí to see the whales? Or should I talk about the United States next year when we're going to
the running,
Minnie Mouse and be on the roller coasters? I think that I have more to say about the roller coasters and I can be more excited for Paola. So I'm going to choose that one. That's your scope. Because yes, you're right. If you're not clear about what the intention of your answer is or behind your answer is, then you confuse people. And you sound like you don't have an organization clear and you're all over and people get even more confused as you continue talking. Yeah, okay, yeah. So be very clear at the beginning and start to take a look from different points of view at that single idea is better. You're right. Plus, the question was very specific, so try to give an answer that is equally specific. Otherwise, it sounds unplanned and careless. Okay, all over. Tone, I like the tone. Very conversational, excited. I like it very much. Happy about the prospect. Issues with organization and scope. Purpose. It sounded like he just wanted to brag about it. ¿Sí? Nos quería descrestar. El descreste, pues, la chicanería. Muy bacano. That and it's not a critique. It's something that can be read that way. If you're a friend, you give the comment, oh, okay, so I'm jealous because I'm not going to the States or to Nuquí to see the whales. But you are. Why you, not me? Good. That's something that can happen here because the tone is very friendly and direct. And I like it. So if that's the purpose, good. Check. Tone, check. But work on organization and consequently, or a consequence of your organization, the scope, or vice versa, your scope then your organization. I think that they're connected in this case. Anything else?
Maybe in that case, he needs to choose one idea. For example, I need to prepare my health about running and talking about the running.
That's it. You're right. Good. Or if you can make a way, if you can organize quickly everything in one single way that 2 or 3 things get together, like we're going to the States, 2 reasons. Yeah. I want to run the Miami Marathon and I want to take Paola to the amusement parks. And so it's 2 in 1. Great. Talk on one hand, on the other, and it's going to be splendid. I'm going to enjoy the marathon. Pao is not, but she's going to have her roller coasters. I don't want to be part of it. So we're even. So it's the perfect vacation for both of us. Boom. But yeah, state that at the beginning so you don't get confused and risk getting way too far in one direction that even confuses not only you, but everybody. It was in, okay, many things, great. But yeah, that's it. That's the medicine from this experience, and that's the nature of this exercise. It can be very frustrating, but we're improvising, and in the let's say, in essence, in improvisation, there's no mistakes, but we need to learn to improvise, in this case, going by scope, tone, organization, and purpose. Why? Because it results in a better presentation, answer, response, etc. All right, so let's go on with next. Since Johan is not here, who wants to do it? We have Juanca, Bernardo, and Lucho.
I think that the next is Lucho.
Lucho.
Yeah,
Really?
in the order.
Really?
Okay.
I think Juan Carlos arrived first to me.
Really?
Carlos? So who
No?
is it going to be? Millennial or
Okay.
Vintage.
In year of birth, maybe.
millennial? Okay.
In year of birth, maybe. Okay, okay, no, so go ahead.
Millennials were born later. Okay, so first, vintage. Age before beauty. La edad antes de la belleza. Age before beauty. Now, wait, wait a moment. I'm going to go to another part of my apartment. So just give me 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Meanwhile, we are gonna choose the question for Juanca.
Pam, pararam.
You wanna
Difficult.
choose the question, Lucho?
No, you please go ahead.
No problem. No worry, my friend. Choose the question because Juanca is gonna choose your question. Your microphone, Juanca. No sound. I can hear you. I can hear you, my friend.
In this moment, I can hear you.
Yes. Now. Lucho,
Okay.
you choose the question yet?
Yes.
No yet.
Yes. Think about an event or activity you they decide and prepare for the near future. Can you describe it using the present progressive for future arrangement?
I'm sorry, but in this moment, it's difficult to be can understand you, but
Maybe again.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
The sound is not good, Juanca.
my sound is bad. Okay,
No.
sorry.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear.
Please,
I can hear.
Again, the question. What is the
Okay.
next-
Okay. Let me read again. Give me a moment. I answer the question.
Luis is looking in Wikipedia the question for Juanca.
Okay, what happened? I lose the question. Okay, Juanca, can you hear me now? Think about
Thank you.
decide and prepare it for the near future. Can you describe using?
Could you share the screen? I try to read the question because this moment.
Maybe in my internet, I don't know.
What's the question?
What is the question?
Thinking about an event or activity, you will already decide. Yeah, thinking about an event or activity, you'll be already decide and prepare for the near future. Can you describe it using the present progressive for future arrangements?
Sorry. I need to turn off and turn down my computer because I lost my screen. So I just hear you, but I can watch anything. So
Oh,
if you want, I can answer, but I'm not sure what is the question.
The number. I'm gonna give the number, the question. I lost the. Give me 1 second.
okay. I can
number is
paste.
1,
I can
2,
paste the
3,
question on WhatsApp.
5.
The question is on WhatsApp now, Juanca.
Number 5, Juanca.
Okay. Okay, so in near future, well, at the moment, my main goal is maybe try to improve my English for take my travel. So my main idea is get confidence in English and try to increase my vocabulary, my expression, like phrasal verbs maybe, because I feel that in this case, the expression, in this case, my goal to get abroad will be successful. So in the near future, I'm gonna deep my knowledge in English. In my near future, I hope going to get more knowledge in my English project, in my language project, especially because the English has been have gotten many successful in my own personal goals. So in the near future, my main idea is going to improve my English. Also, like some special activity like birthdays or weddings or some social event in the near future. I don't remember right now, but surely my best decision or my intention is gonna feel confident with me. Is gonna increase my friend circle, especially with similar goals like this. And also my ideal is trying to get feel confidence with myself.
Juanca, I remember the other day you told me that you are gonna take the IELTS exam. You can talk about that. It's a near goal.
My test is changed. My goal in reference to take my test, my IELTS test, was engaged with the Canada plan. So while my idea to go to Canada, I have decided to take my IELTS test. But when I got a visa, American visa, my plans have changed really in this case. maybe in the future, but I don't think it will be in my near future, take the IELTS. I prefer to get confidence and increase the need, increase the language and trying to meet the culture, especially the American culture. Or maybe try to go abroad and make some innovation plan there. But while Canada plan have changed, the idea for take the IELTS test have changed. Well,
Okay, got it.
All right, that's good. That's a wrap. Comments, STOP. Comments in terms of STOP.
Okay, one by one.
Okay, I think that it's something that is happening. Obviously, it's the first time that we do this exercise, you know, like an extended presentation, impromptu. We had the different questions that you could start considering an answer for. Maybe another next edition of the improv vignette is going to be really like, I don't know, whatever. I mean, like, we really don't know, like, start talking, no previous plan, nothing, because this is going to approximate to what is really going to happen to you. From the moment you land in the United States, for example, you're going to be asked questions at immigration, customs. Then when you want to get a job, you're going to have to answer questions. If you take a test, if you go to school, questions, and you have to think on your feet. Be quick. And, oh.
I lost one.
Se nos. Se nos fue.
Juan Carlos leave the meeting angry.
Se la olió, dijo, eso va a poner feo. It's not gonna be good. Desde que empezó así es porque no va a ser bueno.
Me les voy.
Okay, let's wait for Juanca. Or rather, let's continue talking. And if you feel inspired, jump in. I think it's the problem that we're all having because it's a new exercise. We're not being quick to organize our ideas and decide. We're not making decisions. And it's very dangerous to make your decisions as you move. No, bad idea. Abandon. Don't try it. It's been tried and it's been proven the wrong idea. Make your decision right now, and start from that decision. I think that there was a little bit of indecision in Juan Carlos' idea. That's how it started to sound to me, like he was all over the place and nowhere at the same time. And the scope was not clear. What is he talking about? He started talking about his English and how he's approached his studies. And I felt like, oh, fantastic, Juanca. Good job. Because I was thinking maybe he was presenting the reason for the future event. He's traveling. He wants to travel to America. No, there's no space here for ambivalence. No, not in this kind of exercise. You cannot be like, this, but no, that. No. Make up your mind. Is your answer. You control this. Because then Juanca says, yeah, I was going to Canada, but now that I got my visa. No, please, this is not a session of chismorreo, okay? You need to be very executive. I don't care, focus. Okay, so it's America, fine. So how is your English part of this, okay? Maybe there can be more topic of conversation, but for that event, going to America, what do you expect? Because the question is, think about an event or activity. Studying English, can be an activity, okay. But think about an event or activity you've already decided and prepared for in the near future. He's studying English, so this is not a good answer. Studying English cannot be the answer to the question. Going to America can be the answer to the question. Studying English can create a fundamental ground for him to explain his idea or expectation about traveling to America. Okay? Was going to Canada, but now it's not. Leave that detail out because it doesn't contribute to the answer. It only causes frustration and more information that we need to handle, and we can handle it because we're friends of Juan Carlos. But people that don't know Juan Carlos don't give a rat's ass. Yeah? So they're going to be like, oh, you're going into Canada. Okay, who cares? Oh, you're going to America now. Okay. So please make up your mind. I think his organization should be the answer to the question, going to America. That's it. Needs to be that clear. Going to America. Think about it. The language, the culture. Am I going to get a job? How am I going to make money? When is it going to happen? How? Who with? My daughter? No, alone. Okay, fine. Am I going to stay with friends? Etc. And then that's part of the how, the what, and the why he studies English too. 1 second. What? Give me just 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna be away for just 5 minutes. I'm sorry, we're gonna take a break because I need to do something here as an emergency, with just 5 minutes. So we are still pending on Luis and Bernardo. In the meantime, if you want, I don't know if Juan Carlos is gonna connect again, but you can discuss a little bit more about Juan Carlos, and if you need to take a break too, please do. I just need to do something here real quick. It's gonna take me just 5 minutes, and then we return for Luis and Bernardo. So no se han salvado aún. Right?
Hangos.
I'll be right back. Sorry about the interruption. Be right back. 5 minutes.
I'm gonna eat something, guys. I return in a couple minutes.
It's a good exercise. It's a good exercise. Maybe the first time you feel nervous and you have a bunch the ideas, and it's impossible to express all the ideas at the same time, and and have confusion in your mind about that. But okay, I come back, Juan Carlos. It's a good exercise. Maybe the first time you feel
It's a good exercise, said Mercedes, but unfortunately, in my case, I lost, first of all, my sound, second, my screen, because my screen are lost completely, so I can hear really well the question, and also just a surprise. So as well as an improvisation vignette, in my case, right now it was completely happen situations that really I did for I lost my control, my auto control for answering the question. But I hear the feedback, and I agree with Fabian, because the idea is try to get the order, the sequence, and the scope. Mm-hmm. And in this case, I can't, unfortunately, did it. But the same time is first time, and I hope it takes the good way to the experience.
Yeah. It's a good
No worries,
experience.
no
Yeah,
worries.
it's-
The same happened to us.
Yeah.
Yes, no problem with that. It's our first
Exercise.
vignette, improvisation vignette, and I think that all classmates were nervous. I feel nervous when I start because I decide to start the first because I feel a little bit scared, and I try to take out my confusion and put a little bit attention. When Mercedes told me the question, I tried to focus in the question, and I tried to express my idea. But and while a moment I lost my idea, then I appreciate that Merce asked me a question in that moment. When I answered the question that Merce asked me, I returned to my idea in my head, and I continue to speaking with my event related in that case with my medial job. But I like that strategy, that methodology. I try to don't study about the questions, because if I study the A questions, I feel more confused than I start the exercise. For that reason, I try to express idea, like as Emer says, a bunch of ideas in my mind when I speak. But I feel that was a good strategy for Merce ask me something. But in that moment, I feel free to speak for us. Because when Nancy was speaking, I tried to ask questions, because if I ask question about the different thing, the topic, that she remembered that something that how do you say en route in a way. Yes, right?
Enrute es una palabra en español. I don't know. Enrutar.
Enrutar.
The way. That's the way.
Que lo encamine en la pregunta, en la respuesta.
Go straight. Or get straight. Either straight.
Maybe can be.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Maybe I can
Get straight.
focus in the answer.
Focus on the answer. Good thing, Alemán.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a great exercise, but for me it was so difficult. I feel about an exciting attack.
Why, Eddie?
I saw Nancy when I started the class. I saw Nancy
Yeah.
look for around Nancy, the hand in your face. Oh, what happened with Nancy? What happened with Nancy? When Merce choose the Nancy,
Have my face. I might have my
it was
red
funny.
face. It
was funny.
Oh my gosh. But, well,
But you feel in the
really,
moment you feel liberada, comfortable.
Yeah, totally liberated. But well, at the last of the vignette, maybe when you are reflecting about the question, it's like, oh yeah, maybe I should be say that, no? But
yes.
yeah, it's like the teacher said, no? The time. That was the time. So that
the teacher said that the interview, you need to be specific about that question, because you throw out different idea. Maybe the interview is bored about that, because you need to concentrate one idea and explain that idea and catch the audience.
And you have more than 1 minute. 1 minute, specifically 1 minute for you express your idea. And 1 minute you have be focused in your answer specifically.
Yeah. But it's a good practice. It's a new practice for us, and it's a
Yeah, this is an intermediate practice.
yeah.
Yeah, because we need it. Yeah. Well,
Yes.
for me, it's so difficult because sometimes I feel petrified. I don't know. I feel like my mind is feeling blank. So.
And this
Yes,
case,
I'm choking.
And this case, we are at advantage because we know the questions, and you can reflect about that in the interview. Yes, it's a surprise.
Despite it was a improvisation exercises, we had the question before that. So in this case, we could prepare
Yeah.
this answer or the main idea, but in my case, I didn't. And unfortunately, the test was a consequence with that.
And
I
like,
like the reality, no? When you are talking when some person, wherever, where to where.
Exactly.
I like that. I like the Nancy did with the question with the Anita question. Nancy chose a good question for the Anita. It was a good point. Like I say, when I hear the question for her, I say yes. She loves the help people, and it's good question for her. Yes, I think that the next vignette, guys, is gonna be a surprise. It's maybe. Improvisation surprise.
I'm gonna take a tea by cinnamon before. Or maybe another kind of tea.
No, it was great, and I feel
I prefer to make silent, to make silent because this is recording.
Oh,
we are recording.
We are giving ideas for fun.
You are giving ideas, exactly. So you are hang your thought for us. But it's better be silent in this moment.
I miss a Paulita.
Yes.
Paulita lost.
Yes, I was talking with her in the morning, and she said, okay, no problem. I enter at night, and I am sure maybe in this moment
she was looking for the signal.
Yeah.
She's resting in completely. A hammock. She's resting in a hammock.
Maybe she was lying in a hammock in this moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
In front of the sea, Nancy.
Yeah, in front of the sea with a coconut, drinking a coconut. Oh my gosh! Good luck.
No, maybe drinking beer.
Yeah, but I feel it. Pausan is thinking about us.
She was anxious. She was anxious to take a test, to take that vignette. She wanted to do that vignette. But I don't know. Maybe more late she can attend the class.
Juanca is freeze?
No.
Oh no.
Juanca, no, it's sleepy. No freezing. It's sleeping.
I'm concerned.
You are concerned, but why?
She's thinking about his work, his vignette.
No. Really, is time.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the reason. Yeah.
I need to be confident with.
Okay, we're back.
Hello. Oh, bon appetit.
Do you having fun here? You're having
Fab,
fun?
after finish the class, you are gonna see
I love my
that
son.
video, Fab.
The video is on.
You are gonna watch this video after
Sure.
the class.
Absolutely.
I recommend that when you
really?
when you were
Yeah, that's what you mean.
eating, don't see that part because we are gonna give us some ideas.
Okay, so watch the video or don't watch the video.
Don't watch the video, Fab. From 1 hour 30 to 1
No,
hour
it's okay.
45.
You could watch the video, but skip
like,
this part.
It's
no problem.
It's kidding.
I'm here and I follow your feedback by YouTube. Just I can interview, I can make the interaction, but I'm grateful with your comments because I really feel scary for many situations around my explanation. Before that, I lost my sound with the earphones. Before that, I lost my screen, and I was speaking with the black screen, so it was uncomfortable totally. But
it's okay, don't worry.
It's not excuse. It's not excuse. It's maybe the situation that we surely could live in the real life. So it's important to be prepared for that situation because life is that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the point. The point of these exercises, and especially the improv exercises, is that they have their practical value. You know, like sometimes we don't even consider what we talk about in these sessions. Okay, all this feedback that we give and receive is something that we don't talk about normally. Or we don't know how to talk about it normally. But now we come here and now we have a new instrument, STOP. Judge from there, pay attention, start to perceive. And yeah, you get better. You get better every time. And yeah, maybe the next challenge is going to be just come. And we're gonna talk. Okay, you're gonna talk for 3 minutes. About what? We don't know. All right, so who's next, Juanca? Bernardo or Luis?
Millennials.
I don't know if Bernardo is good in her sound because he have
yeah, number one is Bernardo available.
A problem with her sound.
Yeah.
Oh, he's having trouble with sound. Down.
But
Lucho, what happened with you? Bernardo appears.
No, Bernardo.
The voice all right.
The voice is here. Okay, let's see how it works. Let's see if it works. How are you, Bernardo?
Please, can you
Can't
share
hear you.
the screen?
Can't hear you. Try again.
For read the questions, Pat?
Maybe go to the sound settings of Zoom and choose your microphone to be your computer. Leave your headphones to be the speaker and let your computer be the microphone if your microphone on your computer works. That always works better. I don't know. Give it a try because I can't hear you. And yeah, I'm going to share the questions, Juanca, sorry. There.
Okay. I choose?
You can choose, yeah.
Okay.
But is Bernardo ready? Can you give us a sound test? Say something like testing, 1, 2, 1, 2.
What changes do you think
But
will happen?
wait. 1 second. Bernardo, can you open
Takes
your microphone and let us
the
hear you?
sound. Test the sound.
Talk.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yes,
Okay.
perfect. Okay, Juanca, shoot.
Hey, what changes do you think will happen in your city or country in the future? Could you express your thoughts using wheels for predictions?
Okay. To answer that question, I want to talk. I want that question. I want to answer that question at the level Colombia. So, there are 3 changes in the future will be happening in Colombia. So the first one, I think we'll have some change in the laws criminal. Yeah. So because nowadays we see there is
Now we're having internet issues. But I like the opening. I feel positive about this opening. Let's see if we can keep it working.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were cut out.
Give me a second. Okay, give me a second.
We heard up to the point of criminal law.
Yeah, give me a second, teacher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my network.
Mete pollito.
Okay, can you hear me better?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I was in the first change, yeah. So I think in Colombia we'll have a little change related with the criminal laws, yeah, because like how we say nowadays, Colombia is a security place in every city, yeah. So I think in the future the members of the Congress will start to thinking about how to make change in the laws to make a little more rude, yeah, because maybe it can help to eliminate or to make a little more security our country. The second one is massification or renewable energy. So Colombia is the third most advanced country in energy transition. So I think we have a massification with the renewable energy. So many homes and companies, small companies, will make a little change in the system energy. Yeah. And the third one, I think we have changed. We have more equity, quite equity. Yeah, because I think we have the members of the Congress of the government will create laws or policies that let a lot of people, doesn't matter what is your condition, will take the same benefits that whatever people can have. For example, the education. Yeah, because we see that there are some people that can get a good education because maybe they don't have the possibility, they don't have money to enter to a good school or a good university. So I think we'll have a change in the equity where all the people we have the same condition. And that's it.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Really serious topic. And I like the tone, sounding serious, assertive, evaluative, very astute developing of the topic. Anybody has any observations in terms of any of the aspects, STOP?
No, go intro and go desenlace, how we say.
Unraveling, presentation,
Learning.
argumentation.
Yes.
Yeah, and I can see the benefit of the feedback that we've been circulating because Bernardo got it, you know, like Bernardo went exactly to where the pain points are and he addressed them correspondingly. The choices were given, city or country, and he decided I'm going to take it at the country level. Great, amazing. Okay. Obviously, if you're given choices, city or country, don't choose both, please. No, bad idea. We already discussed that, so that's understood. Now, what Bernardo takes as his choice, country, makes me feel that he's going to have a lot to say, and he does. Great, because he comes up with 3 things. Answering to the question, changes. Picks 3. Perfect. I like the number. The only recommendation that I would give to Bernardo is probably give the introduction, you know, by naming the 3 very briefly. You know, like name one after the other in a sequence or insert them in your preliminary observation. But name the 3 at the beginning because that way you create expectation. Because you can easily lose someone. And if you maybe extend a little bit on one of the topics because you feel more animated, then people don't know what to expect. Oh, is that the end? They don't know. So maybe you're going to say, okay, so this is one thing about, you know, the criminal law, about renewable energy, you know, and then I don't remember the other. But if you tell me the 3 at the beginning, then I can think, okay, good. And then you start going over in one and the other, and then a quick conclusion, which is more or less what you did. So it's great. The only part that was missing was the 1, 2, 3 at the beginning, so I can create my own, you know, my own schematics of how this is going to roll out. Otherwise, perfect. And as with everyone, we have the little things here and there when we're improvising. There are going to be mistakes. Okay, maybe there was a break. What's that? Mercedes?
Was very exactly in the ideas and
Yeah.
no give us to ask many questions about that. Yeah, because was exactly ideas and okay.
Yeah, the development of the topic was very coherent, cohesive, and complete. So it gave no space for any further inquiry. It was very thorough. Thorough is complete. I liked it very much.
When the people send the idea, give the opportunity to to ask the audience, ask a question about that. But Bernardo was exactly, and the finally is the end. And the audience, okay.
I like Mercedes' appreciation or reaction because it's true, and I was not gonna bring it up because maybe it was in the back of my mind, but good that Mercedes mentions that Bernardo was very exact. That's Mercedes' word, and I like it. Good, Bernardo. That's something that is really good, especially given the nature of the topic that you were given. Serious topic, serious tone, purpose is informative, so the seriousness helps, and then it's very exact. So it leaves no room for wandering, and you're not tentative. You're very assertive, which is good. The mistakes, the little mistakes, like renewable, and like criminal law, you said law, criminal, like there was a couple of things that you mixed around, but it's going to happen when you improvise until it doesn't happen anymore. Okay. Plus, it's something that shows us that it was a new topic that you hadn't prepared it. And so that's very, very good. Again, you always inspire our admiration. Bernardo, you do a very good job and you're amazing at this. So congrats.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, guys.
And also is the good thing about being one of the last people, because it's like, okay, not gonna do that. And you did it perfect. You did it perfect. I liked it. The fact that you arrange everything so you could create the scope and we understand it. And then the breaking into three, even though you, like I said, it could help if you presented at the beginning, this, and this, but fine. You had it clear in your mind and you were very, like Mercedes said, very exact. And so, things could always be improved. But I think that this one in particular was with very little room for improvement. It was, very close to perfect. So great.
Thank you.
Well,
and so the last one to the slaughterhouse, el último pa'l matadero es Luis.
Yeah.
Con
You're
esto
right.
sí que vamos a disfrutar. A esto sí le vamos a dar duro. No, just kidding, Luis.
It's the last one.
Enjoy it, man. That's my suggestion, my recommendation. Enjoy it. That's it. Bernardo is going to ask the question.
Okay. So the question is, could you tell us about a personal project you intend to start in the next few months? Please use the going to form to describe it.
Okay, good. About the person. Okay, next project. Always my wife and I, we want to start our business. We are thinking on several business. Sometimes it's a ice cream shop, or there other times is a haircut. But we other times we thinking in a coffee shop. We really want to do something different to my profession, because we think it's better to have a plan B. Also because my current work is a really stress. So we want to learn more about this business, and then decide the best. Sorry?
Yeah, I had a question. For example, in 3 months, what project do you have in mind?
In 2 months?
Yeah.
3 months.
maybe a small project that we tend to make.
Really not 3 months. I always, we are thinking about, in this moment, we are saving money to do reality some idea. I always to plan it very well before to do to take a decision. But in this moment is to the project is to learn, to try to decide, to review very well before to do the investment. So it's not a near project, but the project is here. Every day to research more about the possibilities, the ideas. So that's the idea. Continue to researching and continue to learning to take some time the best option for us, and that's idea allow us to have an our business. That's the idea. Of course, my wife is to studying this graphic design, and she wants to apply his knowledge. So maybe this other possibility to the business, maybe relate to do a business related to this graphic design. We have several ideas. I hope to decide something before I will, sorry, before my 40 years. That's it.
Okay, good. STOP, guys.
STOP.
The first time he needs to be organization about the ideas, because there are many projects, and the teacher said that you need to one project clear, because after that you can explain about the project. In that case, he start to the hairdresser with your family. And okay, my advice about that is, okay, my few months to start my hairdresser, my wife is a designer, and okay, he maybe your ideas about the designer is in the hairdresser about that. It's talking about the hairdresser because it's the projects, and maybe you feel comfortable about this topic, and okay, it's talking about that.
Thank you, Mercedes.
Anyone else? Okay, so I'm a huge fan of Luis Alberto's work. So I give him the benefit of the doubt. Yo le doy el beneficio de la duda. Yeah, because I'm a big fan. So the way he opens up is something that I like, but I also like what Bernardo did. And I'm going to explain what happened in my imagination. Luis Alberto starts in ambivalent mode, modo ambivalente. Okay, tentativo. This, that, we're thinking, we don't know. Fine. Me gusta el diálogo ahí interno de yo no sé. Estamos todavía pensando, I don't know, we're thinking, etc. Because it generates, I mean, maybe it's ambivalence on the side, on the end of Luis's, but on my end, it feels like conflict. And I like that. I like that. But if he's going to show me resolution, but he's taking too long, conflict. He gets stuck. And then Bernardo resolves this issue with, well, Luis, next 3 months. And then Luis is checked. Queda en jaque. 3 months, too soon. Okay, but then he starts to think differently. It's like Luis finally got to a wall and he's like, where do I go, right? I like that. And that's very important that you kind of go through that check yourself. Like, am I getting anywhere? No, maybe no. Go back or go over or around. Because we have to understand, and this is why this exercise is important. We have to understand that people that don't know us don't care about us. And if you start creating a conflict that is not going to be resolved within a certain time, people disconnect. Okay? Or if they are inclined to help you, they can ask you the question. Oh, no, but Luis, I mean, like in the next 3 months. Oh, okay, in the next 3 months. All right, good. So this was the intention behind the conflict. If that's what was happening here, that's what I felt is appropriate and is strong. If you find a resolution that takes us like, wow, oh, cool, you know? So you go like, okay, and we want plan B because, you know, I'm a systems engineer and I got my job, but what about plan B? So we've been doing this and this and that, but then we managed to find a way to marry what my wife is thinking about plan B and how I can perceive my plan A as plan B, and we can make it work together. And then we're like, wow, amazing. Masterful. Yeah, obviously, como todo, todos los lunes en la mañana todo el mundo tiene comentarios de lo que fue el partido de fútbol. Entonces, es que no, el técnico lo debe haber cambiado, bueno, ¿por qué se dejó dañar? Claro, etcétera. Eso se llama Monday morning quarterbacking. El quarterback en el fútbol es el que tira la pelota. Entonces, claro, el lunes todo el mundo tiene un análisis. Claro, es que no la tiró lo suficientemente fuerte, lejos, al que era, el negro no corrió. Claro, todo el mundo analiza después. En el momento es muy berraco. Se llama Monday morning quarterbacking. Okay? So it doesn't work. That's not the way it works. But I'm giving Luis what I perceive because I think it can help for future interactions. I like the conflict with resolution. Now, I think there's an element that is very important that he mentions later, that his wife is working to be a graphic designer. Okay, this is a reason. Okay, why is the wife thinking about, you know, like a business like hairdressers or a cafe or, you know, like other businesses? It's because she's got the talent, she's got the vision, because she's working towards that and she wants to apply that. And maybe in this case, wife is plan B. Let the wife lead, and that's plan B. So that could be a good resolution or a good driver. Luis is like, we don't know, we've been talking, we've been considering. But one thing is for sure, my wife has it very clear. I don't, because she's talking about plan B, but I only know plan A. But I suppose that with her education, which is about to be completed, she's going to be the one that leads this off to the right direction. I trust her with whatever she chooses. Well, or rather start with, okay, guys, I got to tell you something. My wife is going to be a graphic designer in December. So I really don't have a plan for the next 3 months, but next year, we're seriously gonna be looking for a store to open our business. We don't know if it's gonna be a barbershop or a restaurant or a coffee shop, but my wife has been working on all those projects, and every time I look at them, I like them all. But we'll choose in January, definitely opening a business. Why? Because we need to have a plan B. We have a family, etc. Okay. So make it work that way. Now, it's dangerous. The conflict is dangerous because you might get lost. We don't know. We've been talking about this. We've been talking about that. We've been talking about the other. Okay, guy, the question is very clear. Tell us about personal project. And listen to this. If you don't have a personal project, invent one on the spot. Yeah, that's it. Invent it. Because why are you going to stress me out now? Do you want me to decide for you? Coffee shop. But then Luis says, no, it's not like that. No. I was just chismoseando de cómo está la situación en la casa en este momento, de que no nos decidimos. Okay, thank you. Yeah, but the question is not what is the situation at home? The question is, tell me about a personal project. Yes. Okay. But that's what I feel. On the other hand, I like his style. I like Luis's style. I think that with the conflict resolution pattern that I was seeing from the beginning, I like the way that he sounded ambivalent. He sounded tentative, even a little bit nervous. I liked it. Okay, as the tone. The purpose, maybe the purpose with conflict resolution is to surprise, but we didn't quite see that at this point. Organization and scope is maybe the Achilles heel of this first iteration of the improvised vignette. I think, I feel that way. I don't know about you, but I think that our weak spot is organization and scope. And that is the teaching of this vignette, of this session, that we are like, okay, definitely scope, and then decide on the organization, or organize my ideas and make it that the scope. And that's what, for example, Bernardo did. I mean, like, we need to exalt Bernardo's work because he got it. He was like, okay, boom, 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 boom. That's it. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Okay. It accomplishes a lot without much drama or anything, basically because the topic for Bernardo was pretty punctual and he managed to be very exact, but he could have been tentative too. But he went with 1, 1, 2, 3. That works. That works because it's more economic. It doesn't take that much. You just, if you have something to say it. That's it. On the other hand, once again, big fan of Luis Alberto's work. He might be thinking like, why? Because I like him. I think he's a brilliant guy and he always surprises. And he was going to surprise us with this one, but I like the fact that Bernardo was impatient. He say, oh, 3 months? And Luis is like, we're still saving money. I'm sorry. I like that. It was un jaque. It was a check. And I liked it.
Bernardo gave him the guides and advice to start to speak, because Bernardo was a specific question about Luis Alberto. And in that moment, Bernardo gave him the confidence about talking about that, you know.
Exactly. I like this exercise very much. And I want to congratulate everybody. Everybody, you did a wonderful job. And by participating in this experiment, our first vignette that is improvised, even though it was within the guidelines of 8 questions, nonetheless, it's improvised. I like the fact that you were courageous. Some of you were more nervous than others, fine, but you were courageous. You took the challenge. You were happy about it. And by being participants of this experiment, we all learn a lot about what to improve, what we do, how we do it, and how to improve, because that's what we're doing. I want to thank everybody. I mean, you guys that are here right now, obviously, and everybody else, Luis, Bernardo, Mercedes, Juan Carlos, amazing job. I'm really impressed. I'm proud. Soy muy orgulloso de esto que hacemos. So don't feel like the corrections and the mistakes and the things that I didn't do or did wrong, that's not important. In general, when you improvise, there's no mistakes. But in life, we have people that act as critics. And those critics, if they're good, are thinking in terms of, for example, STOP. And that helps a big deal when you're writing, when you're composing, when you're thinking, when you're speaking. Just saying, it's just one tool that we can use, and it's very simple. STOP, check. Am I projecting the right tone? Am I organizing my ideas properly? What is my scope? And what's the purpose of this talk or this presentation? That's it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, you might think, but it takes practice. It's not that complex, but it's a situation that every time you start to think about it, changes. So you need to practice. And then after a number of iterations, you got it. You're like, okay, boom. Now I'm confident I can do it. This is the first time. So great job, everybody. And now, what are your reactions? Do you have anything else to say? Anything like I felt this way, or, you know, what's your take? What's your takeaway, or what's your general reaction, or specific, if you may?
I would like to congratulate everyone because we were brave to take this kind of risk, because it's a real challenge. Try to get out of our comfort zone. And every vignette are prepared, and this idea to make the vignette and try to prepare, because when you send us 8 kind of question, we had the possibility to prepare about that, but one of them took advantage of that, or another no. Maybe take the risk and took the risk and jump it. But no, my idea is just to say that everyone has been really brave to get ahead, or to overcome this vignette.
Thank you very much, Juanca.
You're welcome.
Okay, I guess we're out of words, but everything is being said, everything is being done. You were very helpful. Thank you very much to each one of you. It was fantastic. Without you, obviously, this wouldn't have happened. Both the ones that talked while the others were asking the questions. It was very appropriate, and it worked. It just worked. It was a fantastic first improvised vignette. And like Juan Carlos said, this is out of comfort. We are flying through uncharted skies. they're open, but the scary part is that we don't know where we're flying. We might fly into something and boom, and then, very hard to change courses on an airplane.
It is shared with us in the WhatsApp group. We need more vignettes like this. I want more in my improvisation. I follow you by YouTube.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Yeah, Edith is right. We're gonna be doing more.
I agree with her because it's time to
take the leap.
The next step to go straight.
It's time to jump into the openness. Es hora de tirarnos al vacío. Lanzarnos.
It's time to no take the deep side of the pool.
Exactly. It takes me back to, it's like what?
It's safe to take the deep side of the pool and to jump to the under the sea, maybe.
Exactly. It takes me back to when my little kid was learning to use his bicycle. And I saw that he was good. And the next day was the first time that my little son, me puteó, me sacó el dedo. Because when he went to pick up his bike, the little training wheels were gone. I didn't announce it. I didn't tell him. He was very angry because I broke his bike. Se la dañé. Ya no tenía las rueditas. He was graduated, but he was very angry. But then he learned that day. That's it. We need to take that leap of faith. Hay que dar ese salto de fe. And you're ready. We will continue to prepare other vignettes, but some vignettes are going to be like, like, what is for this week? Oh, we don't know. Surprise. Exactly. But this gives me, no, I was going to say that this gives me the information that I needed to know, that you are ready, that you're willing, that you're happy to see this. I love it because it's time. Juanca.
We never will be
the same.
Right.
You'll never be the same.
We'll be ready. We'll be ready.
Yeah.
Just it's time to do it.
Yeah. Don't think about, am I gonna be good? Am I gonna do it well? Am I gonna be? No. Just do it, and trust that you're going to do a good job, whatever it is. Yeah. In improv, there are no mistakes, but we prepare for the critics.
Thank you, Fab.
Everything.
It's my pleasure.
Everything and your passion, your advices are really encourage us in our goals.
Yeah, I felt like my interventions were more fruitful today because we had that common basis of understanding, STOP. Even though I presented it just on Monday. I just presented it on Monday. So it was kind of, okay, now we're using this. Yeah, we're using this now. And I know it was a very crappy presentation on Monday because I chose the wrong material, but you got the message. And today I think that gave me a new voice to represent us. And in the end, I think that you started to get it. Okay, now it's clear and it's here. It's here. Scope, tone, organization, purpose. I need to just go by that. And that's all. For opening a business, for writing a letter, etc. So I thank you very much, guys. I hope that you can now go back to your regular pattern.
In teacher, in this night, I learned one thing. You need to must have a good ear to answer what is asked, to be able to answer the best way. Because if you don't listen the question is crazy in our mind to answer.
Yeah. And if you're not sure, read again or ask the person to repeat the question so you can have, oh,
Yeah.
all right, or, and, plural, singular,
You start to invent other things and like words around.
And that's unfair. It's unfair to us, Mercedes, because if you do that experiment, you're always going to lose.
Yeah.
If you answer a perfect answer, if you give a perfect answer, but it's not related to the question, it's a big zero.
It's the same, Bernardo, don't change to us anything because words are specific and at the end.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's very important. Start strong by listening, understanding. If you're not sure, ask again, read again, take a close look, and then organize your ideas and go. Yeah. But we learned a lot. I learned a lot. And I thank you very much. And thank you again for your courage and for your discipline, because this is a show of everything that you've been working on. This is the result, and the merit that you deserve is evident. You're rock stars in this business, and I admire you a lot. And I'm a proud teacher, so thank you very much for inspiring that feeling in me. All right.
Okay.
And now, with that information, go back to sleep. Go rest, get some sleep. You deserve it. Se lavan los dientes, eso sí. Brush your teeth.
Okay, teacher.